In today's world, our lives are full to bursting. We have ever-increasing opportunities for fun, friendship and growth. So why do we sometimes feel empty inside, or caught up in worries over the little things? Why does the reality of life seem so far from our childhood imaginings? Why does the divine peace and love we hear so much of sometimes feel so far away? Everyone needs a place of anchor in their lives, a place of stillness, a peaceful refuge beyond the busyness and worries of day-to-day life. For many people, Christian meditation offers just that. An ancient form of silent prayer, it is incredibly relevant to the busy and preoccupied citizens of the 21st century.
Meditation is a time of prayer which happens without words, without movement, in solitude, where you are at rest, comfortable, easy, relaxed, and then where you have this opportunity to give your attention to something. And the something is in the silence, around you and within you. It's not a thinking, it's not a praising or a thanking. It's a neutral, simple place of anchor that gently teaches you how to be in the present moment. And it's there that we discover the moment of Christ.
My name's Celia. I'm part of a Christian meditation group in Sydney, Australia. Our group meets each week at a church in Paddington, a busy shopping district. In the centre of all that busyness, we make time for silence. We are quite a mixed group. Our lives are all pretty different. Some of us work, some study, and we have all sorts of interests. But when we sit down to meditate, our differences fade away as we share in the silence which connects us to each other and to God. After we've listened to some readings, we meditate in silence for 25 minutes. Our practice is based on the internal repetition of a prayer word or mantra. Many people use the Aramaic word Maranatha, meaning the Lord or the teacher comes. When repeating the mantra, we don't think of its meaning. It just helps us focus our attention and be in the present moment. Of course, thoughts about plans for tomorrow, dinner tonight, distract us. The key is to return to the mantra as soon as we realize we are thinking. This is a way to move beyond thoughts, words, and imaginings. Through the simplifying silence, we let go of our own plans and priorities and let ourselves be open to the divine. Christian meditation was revived some 30 years ago by John Main, a Benedictine monk. He believed that the ancient Christian tradition of meditative prayer should be available to all as a valuable and relevant practice in today's fast-paced world. John Main and fellow Benedictine Laurence Freeman began to teach others this way of prayer by establishing small meditation groups, first in London and then in Montreal, Canada. As groups began to appear around the globe, the World Community for Christian Meditation was formed, an ecumenical monastery without walls. Today, our group is one of almost 400 in Australia and countless more worldwide.
The main reasons why I meditate are really, initially it was to stop the busyness of my life, to really just centre myself and to try and be living in the present I found I was living too much in the future and even in the past at times. I actually meditate on the train before I go to work and also in the afternoon on the train. So I really try and blend the meditation into my lifestyle. It's my own time which I can spend with God and become closer to Him. Meditation has really helped me in my own work practice because it helps me to listen and to be, to really be close to that person who I'm actually helping. I'm really passionate about my triathlons and about keeping fit because I think keeping fit makes you feel good. It gives me a lot of confidence in my life. It gives me structure, and also I feel that the discipline enables me to really use my time productively. Meditation has helped me in my discipline with my sport. We're encouraged to meditate for 25 to 30 minutes in the morning and the same in the evening, and that's a big commitment, and that actually has helped me with my sporting commitments. Life is a gift, and I'm not here to waste it.
My name's Claire. I'm British and currently living in Sydney. When I was growing up, Christianity was all around. My dad was an Anglican vicar, and we lived in a vicarage next to the church. Christianity was there in the kitchen as my mum prepared for parish lunches, in the garden where we hunted for Easter eggs, and in the ringing phone coming from Dad's study. As a child, I listened to people in church and wondered what prayer was. To me, it didn't make much sense to speak to God as if He was out there somewhere. Growing up, I distinctly remember feeling that God was more inside than outside. As I got older, my questions about God remained, but I put all my energy into trying to make a difference in the world, working on conservation projects and community programs overseas. Despite working in some fantastic places with wonderful people, I often felt unfulfilled. I was upstairs on a double-decker London bus when a friend first told me about Christian meditation. I knew then that this was a missing piece in the jigsaw for me. Learning about the Christian contemplative tradition validated my sense of a God who dwells within. It also helped me to appreciate other forms of prayer and the tradition I grew up with. Through meditating, I know that being is just as important as doing, and that action to help others grows out of silence. I love the sense of community and friendship that meditation brings, and the new places and people I've known because of it. But most of all, I meditate because it's how I feel closest to God.
The gorgeous thing about meditation is that it gives us this opportunity to be really free, to be playful and to be ourselves. We have this chance to reset everything. Instead of having to believe all the things that we've been told to believe, in meditation it's a chance to really check, to listen into God, to really listen to what it sounds like in the silence and what it feels like to be ourselves. I mean, you are totally and utterly loved, no matter your sexuality, no matter your addictions, no matter what you may have done that you feel has really hurt somebody else. All you need to do is to say, I accept that I'm being loved. I totally accept to the bottom of my breath, to the deepest muscle in my body, that I forgive myself. That it's beautiful to be me, to be quirky, to have the timbre of my voice and the shape of my body, and to be at this moment in my life. And meditation gives us that chance. We're simply opening to space, to silence, to rest, and to presentness.
Roll on deep river, life surrounds us, river of life so boundless.